Hey, what's going on, Raider Nation? Welcome to another video for the Black and Silver Way. It is your host, Dylan. Raiders fall short today in Miami against the Dolphins, 20-13. We take a loss, putting us at 5-6 on the season. You know, going up against the Dolphins today was going to be a real opponent. They're like potentially a Super Bowl contender. They have the most explosive offense in the league, so hats off to them. Our defense has really been stepping it up lately, and I knew today was going to be a game that we really needed them to shine, and damn, did they do that. They really held them down to 20 points. There was multiple chances for us to score, easy score drives. Those turnovers were really crucial for us today, and our offense just could not get anything going. Play calling was not intense. It needed to be more intense, more ballsy, not so predictable. We couldn't get the running game to save our lives. There's a few things that really took us out. That's really the main parts of it, but we'll get a little bit more into detail. I mean, let's start with the running game, guys. Josh Jacobs had a stellar game last week. I think he had 120 or 140 yards. Really back to looking like how he was last season. This game right here, we went right back to how the old Josh Jacobs was this year. The line really just couldn't get anything going for him. He was running into closed gaps. I think the highest run he had was maybe 7 or 5 yards. And for the game, I mean, I think he was clearly under 50 yards or 60 yards. And we probably handed it off to Josh Jacobs at least 25 times during the game. We just couldn't get anything going. Hats off to the Dolphins. I know that I think statistically every game so far, they've held down running backs from under 90 yards from the line. So they do have a good front, but at the same time, we got to get him going. Josh Jacobs, arguably one of the best running backs in the league, but sometimes like this season, it's been complete crap. So line, Josh, don't know really what it is. They're going to have to figure that out this offseason if he's still with us. But overall, the run game, we just could not get anything going. Speaking about the offensive line, with Aiden O'Connell being protected as much as possible, we do not have Colton Miller on his blind side. Parham is the one that is actually stepping in for him. He did pretty decent during the Jets last week. And this week, they got to the quarterback a little bit more. I believe Aiden O'Connell was sacked 3 or 4 times. Either way, Aiden had enough time to get the ball off, probably about 90% of the time. Things just could not get rolling on offense. Like I said, we have that new offensive coordinator that stepped up from the quarterback's coach, but you know, his play calling, we don't know really if he's going to stick around. This is his first time really doing full realm of calling the plays with Aiden, and it just looked really conservative. Like take for instance, right before the half was over, before the second quarter and going into halftime, we ended up getting a nice turnover and putting us right there at the 50-yard line. I expected, we had 50 seconds left. We had a couple timeouts. They were going to really be aggressive and try to score a touchdown so we can get a lead going into the half. Instead, it was 10-14 at the time. The play calling was like a handoff to Josh Jacobs. It wasn't working for the last 2 quarters, and then it was like a dump off to the side. It's like we were only able to get maybe 10 or 15 yards for Daniel Carlson to kick a field goal, and it looks like the play calling, like what they were doing, was conservatively to get a field goal. We had enough time to score a touchdown on that. We're playing the Miami Dolphins. At any point, this offense of theirs can just start clicking and they could dominate us. There was multiple times where I felt like we should have stretched the ball down the field, and Aiden really wasn't doing that. We had a nice touchdown with Devontae Adams in the beginning, very explosive play action bomb down the field. Why didn't we do that for the rest of the game? He was doing play action, but the dump offs were very small. For Aiden O'Connell, you know, we don't know what we have with Aiden O'Connell. We don't know what type of quarterback he even is. We don't even know if he's got true talent or not. But what I see is I see a kid that's pretty confident. I see a kid with a fast release, and he can make some dime throws. I've seen it already. So I would just really trust my quarterback to make some of those throws more often, be a little bit more aggressive. We've had this check down regime for so long with the Raiders organization, and I'm just so over it. I want to see somebody really start slinging that ball. And I think Aiden they should be a little bit more intense, you know, and I know he's a rookie and he's going to make those mistakes. He threw 2 interceptions to Jalen Ramsey today, but hey, it's Jalen Ramsey. The first pick that he threw, it was not that good of a throw. It was behind him. Jalen Ramsey cuts that route, jumps on it, and that's it. At the end, you know, he's going to have those rookie tendencies where he's going to force the ball, 20 seconds left, pressure's on, we got to score a touchdown, and he throws a bomb to Trey Tucker. Jalen Ramsey's there again. So you're going to make those mistakes as a rookie quarterback. I'm not expecting Aiden O'Connell to take us to the promised land, especially on his first season where we don't even know, like, the kid has to get his rookie season out, right? It's just overall offensively today, he just could not get anything going. And I felt like it was mainly on play calling intensity because our players are ready to go. Everyone's bought into Antonio Pierce right now. Devontae Adams had that nice touchdown. Michael Mayer got a couple touches. Hunter Renfrow got a nice couple touches. I mean, if Josh Jacobs is clearly not working for us on the run game, we're going to have to be more intense with throwing it. With defense, I couldn't be more pleased. I haven't seen an intense Raiders defense like this in quite some time. They had good momentum on the Giants game, carrying it over into the Jets game, really making that a close game all the way down to the wire. And then today, really holding down an offense that's just the best in the NFL, and we end up forcing 3 turnovers. And those 3 turnovers, we really should have been able to capitalize and score either a touchdown, a field goal, something to make this game. It should have been even us being able to beat the Dolphins, honestly. But our offense, like I said, at the end of the day today, this loss is completely on our offensive coordinator, and I guess Aiden O'Connell, if you were to say that too. We're gonna have to look at the film and see how, what Aiden was seeing on some of those times where we just kept punting the ball. But overall, the intensity was not there. It just was not there. So this loss, though, overall, you can tell this team's fighting, and that's the one thing that is really clear is people are bought into Antonio Pierce. Our players are giving it 110%. You can tell, especially the defense. They are rallying behind the head coach right now. Spillane is really, really ball hawking. He damn near had an interception again today. He just dropped it right there. But either way, guys, we're headed in a step. It's in the right direction, and the intensity's there. We have Kansas City next week in Kansas City. That's going to be a hard game as well. I expected us to maybe grab at least this Dolphins game, if not the Dolphins game. Expect us to beat KC. But if our offense shows up the way they did today, there's no way in hell we're going to be able to beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe on the video if you guys enjoy these videos. Make sure to follow me on Instagram. It's the Black and Silver Way, just like the Raider channel here. And yeah, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about this game, and let me know what we need to do moving forward to beat the Chiefs next week. I'll see you guys on the next video. Sorry, last week I didn't make a video. I just was there. I ended up spending an extra day in Vegas with my family. And then I came back and I was just like, it's a little bit too late now. And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, it came out this week. I was grinding that too. So yeah, I just ended up being like, I'll see him on Sunday after the Dolphins game. Peace, guys.